Saudi Arabia, the country is sticking to its original stance. Saudi Arabia is denying that the kingdom's crown prince had a role in the killing of Jamal Khashoggi. Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Adel al-Jubeir said in Washington that everyone should await the results of the trial of the suspects before drawing any conclusions about the case. Al-Jubeir was meeting with members of Congress as some lawmakers are seeking to block arms sales to Saudi Arabia in light of the controversy. Saudi Arabia late last year indicted 11 people for the killing at the kingdom's consulate in Istanbul in October. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty against 5 of them. The minister said it was preposterous for other countries to think that they can dictate what the Saudi leadership should do in handling the case. He said the Saudi judiciary is committed to holding those involved in the killing of Khashoggi to account. So the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi was premeditated. That's what a United Nations Human Rights Committee has declared. Premeditated for how long, you may ask? But maybe over a year. A New York Times report says that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman told a senior aide that he would use a bullet on Khashoggi if the journalist did not return to Saudi Arabia. He has more on this report.
This is the last available image of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The death of Jamal Khashoggi in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul garnered global attention. Saudi Arabia's crown prince is alleged to have masterminded that murder, but the kingdom has categorically denied it. However, protests have continued. A recent report by New York Times says that Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince, told a senior aide that he would use a bullet on Khashoggi if he did not return to Saudi Arabia. United States intelligence agencies have intercepted this specific conversation, which took place in September 2017, a year before Khashoggi was killed inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Such a conversation hints at the fact that this murder was premeditated. Saudi Arabia says the crown prince is not involved in the murder and terms it a rogue operation.
الحادث اللي حدث مؤلم جدا لجميع السعوديين، خاصة لمواطن سعودي، واعتقد انه مؤلم لاي انسان موجود في العالم. هو حادث بشع غير مبرر تماما. اليوم المملكة العربية السعودية تقوم باتخاذ كل الاجراءات القانونية للتحقيق واكتمال التحقيقات بالعمل.
Another report has also pointed the finger at the Saudi royal family. The United Nations Human Rights Report says that Saudi Arabia has undermined and seriously curtailed the Turkish investigation into Khashoggi's murder.
Biz tapeleri verdik. Suudi Arabistan'a da verdik. Amerika'ya da verdik. Almanlara, Fransızlara, İngilizlere hepsine verdik. Dolayısıyla buradaki konuşmaları filan onlar da dinlediler, biliyorlar.
Agnes Callamard, UN Special Rapporteur on Extrajudicial Killings, says that she heard parts of the audio material on the death retained by Turkey. She called them chilling and gruesome. Callamard will deliver the final report to the United Nations Human Rights Council in June this year. The CIA believes that the Crown Prince almost certainly ordered the killing or was at least aware of it. But the United States President isn't so sure.
They didn't make a determination. And it's just like I said, I think it was maybe he did, maybe he didn't. They did not make that assessment. The CIA has looked at it, they've studied it a lot, they have nothing definitive.
The Trump administration is not taking a stance, despite the audio tapes and reports and allegations. Saudi Arabia has charged 11 men with the murder, but no neutral observer takes the Saudi probe seriously. A doctored probe, a powerful prince, and the POTUS playing it safe. Several reports later, the question is this: will the murderers of Jamal Khashoggi be ever brought to justice? Bureau Report, Wion, World is One.
Now, the fiancée of the murdered Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi has said she is hopeful that his killers will be punished and has appealed to legislators in the European Union and the United States Congress to closely follow the case. Hatice Cengiz was speaking after releasing a book entitled Jamal Khashoggi: His Life, His Struggle, His Secrets. Khashoggi, a Washington Post columnist who wrote critically about Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, was killed inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul on October 2nd.
Hiçbir açıklama, hiçbir yaptırım, hiçbir uygulanacak şey Cemal'i geri getirmeyecek. Cemal çok enteresan bir şekilde katledildi. Ama Cemal'in bir şekilde katlinden sonra bu cinayeti işleyenlerin cezalarını çekmesi ve sorumluların yargılanması bir nebze sevdiklerine ve onu destekleyen insanların kalbine su serpmesi açısından önemli. Bunu talep ediyoruz. Ben bu açıdan Avrupa Birliği başta olmak üzere ki önemli bir açıklama geldi dün Birleşmiş Milletler'den. Avrupa Parlamentosu ve yeni seçilen Amerika Kongresi üyelerini burada bu meseleyi takip etmeleri açısından, daha yakından takip etmeleri açısından onları yeni bir yani bu konuya daha yakından ilgilenmeye davet ediyorum.